Hello, hola, I'm your girl, Rena MoMoney. Last week I was on the channel and I talked about a side hustle in real estate that no one's talking about. Well, today we're going to talk about more side hustles in real estate that you can earn $100,000 a year plus. Yes, you can earn $100,000 a year with some of these side hustles in the real estate industry. So come on in. I have a lot to cover, so I hope you have your Rena MoMoney pad. I hope you have your cell phone where you can put down some notes. I like to say I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an accountant. I just want to come on here to give you valuable information to help you crush it. I would say this: if one hustle does not work, you need to switch it. Simple as that, plain as that. You need to stay in the game by any means necessary. So if that hustle is not working, or that one is costing you too much money, or this one is not what you thought, or this one is too time consuming, then you need to switch it. But you need to stay in the real estate game, because real estate is truly the gateway to wealth. I will also say timing is important. Timing is very important. Just like in the DeFi space, you get in early and you get out. In stocks, know what to track, know what to touch on, know what to trade, know when to trade, get in and get out. Okay, the first one is home staging. Home staging. Become a home stager. You can get with other investors, other real estate agents. You can get with realtors that are selling a home and need staging. On a previous video, I told you if you're starting out and you're trying to gain business, always go a little under your competition. Just a little. Keep in mind, you do have value. Home staging usually costs anywhere from 1% to 2% of the sales price. So if the house is $300,000, 1% of that is $3,000 that you will make. Some home stagers do 1 month, some do a contract for 2 months, and some even 3 months. It depends on the market and depends on what's going on in your area. That's very simple. If you have very little money to start a home staging business, you could probably start out with some of the things that you already have. Yet if you're not already into real estate and you want to start home staging, go on Facebook, go on Craigslist and get some furniture items. If you like designing and decorating, this will be perfect for you, because you can make money being a home stager. You will find a lot of investors and real estate agents love to use home stagers, and especially in certain areas. The second one would be a credit repair service. That's going to take a little skill. I would say do your due diligence on that, learn your state laws, understand that, but it's a good side hustle that you can add to, and you can do it on your own time, because everything will pretty much be done online. Number 3, being a notary. Become a notary. Become a notary for title companies, agencies, attorneys. You can get a lot of business just with 2 or 3 title companies. Remember, I said always go out and develop these relationships. Become a notary. It's little to nothing. I know it's under $500. Become a notary. Number 4, a bird dog. We've talked about that on a previous video. Be a bird dog. That's an easy, cheap way of getting into this. Once you understand the flow of marketing, once you understand how to obtain sellers and getting sellers to say yes to you, then you turn that over to the investor. A bird dog. It's somewhat the same as a wholesaler. The difference is the wholesaler will actually do the paperwork and they will assign their contract. They will flip the contract for the most part, never owning the property. And that's the next one. That brings me to my next one. Become a wholesaler. This channel originally started out just dedicating everything towards wholesalers, but there's a lot of folk that have advanced up. Some are still trying to make 6 figures in wholesaling. Regardless of where you are, make sure you pay attention and you do some due diligence and find out about becoming a wholesaler. Wholesaler is great if you have no credit, because you don't need credit, because you're going to be assigning your contract. So you're pretty much flipping your contract and making money off that. That's a very good one. It's very good for quick cash. So bird dog / wholesaler. And while I'm on wholesaler, I want to really take some time with that one, because that one is one that can make you 6 figures really fast, because basically you earn a profit by finding a buyer. And that profit can range anywhere from $5,000 to $35,000 per wholesale deal. So you see how that can become very easy. And once you have things flowing, that's a good one. Take some time out and go down my channel and learn wholesaling. Even if you're not making 6 figures, what would you do if you make an extra $3,000 a month? What would you do? Put your answer in the comments. Tell me, what would you do if you made an extra $3,000 a month? Vision it. You have to have that vision. You have to start with that vision. So what would you do if you made an extra $3,000 a month, an extra $5,000 a month? Put that in the comments below. Let me know. Some folk are even trying to make $5,000 to $25,000 extra a month. I don't know where you are. Only you know where you are. And you need to take some time out and be focused, laser focus. On the previous video, we talked about one of the side hustles in real estate that no one's talking about. Take some time out and look at that one. That one you can start for less than $100 and be making 6 figures a year, making $100,000 plus a year. That's a good one. So make sure you take some time out and check that out. If you haven't subscribed, you definitely want to do so. Turn on that little belly thing, the little bell that lets you know every time I come on here. I come on here every week to give you valuable information in real estate, and it's free. It's free. And all I ask is that you like and or share. If you have already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, I have my new subscribers scrolling right here. I want you to take a look. I want you to give yourself a hand. This is a congratulations and a thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. But truth be told, you should be congratulating yourself. So clap it up for yourself, because you just took the time out to help yourself to become a better you. All right, let's move forward. Virtual assistant. Oh yeah, virtual assistant. Usually virtual assistant use software, but guess what? Software is the way of the world anyway. And virtual assistant normally does all the legwork for the investors. The tasks that you don't want to do, the tasks that are needed, but it's not making you money. Another example would be cold calling, appointment setting. Get your virtual assistant to do that. And add that to your marketing, because you're talking about doubling up. You're talking about, doing a lot. If you are an investor, if you're not an investor and strictly looking for a side hustle, be a virtual assistant yourself. Be a virtual assistant. The next one is dumpster service. Yes. These are side hustles in the real estate industry. And usually a dumpster is anywhere from $350 to $500. So a trash hauler, if you have a truck and a trailer, look at being a trash hauler. Add that to your business. Add that to whatever. A lot of you are on here because you're already doing something in business. You already have an entrepreneurship mind. And you probably already have a truck, and now you have to do is just buy a $1,000 trailer. But if you don't already have a trailer, you can use your truck. Start small. I mean, you can get this $350 to haul this stuff away. Trash hauler. Remember, I told you how much it costs, how much you need to make a day just to make $100,000 a year. Remember, we broke that down on the last one. So look at having a dumpster business. After speaking of dumpster business, it brings me to the next one, which is a cleaning business, a cleaning service business. We talked about cleaning for Airbnbs. Guess what? You can clean for other investors. You can clean for property managers. You can clean for apartment units. They are always looking for a reasonable cleaner that's going to get the job done and turn it around quickly. Know that. So that's another one. You need very little skill, and it's not very much money. So a cleaning business. And clean for agents, clean for investors. Do trash outs. I mean, you don't need very much, not a lot of skill in that. And speaking of skill, that brings me to my next one. But before I go to the next one, I want to say, if you haven't subscribed, you definitely want to do so. And if you've already subscribed, please like. Again, that keeps me going. These videos take time. I've been in real estate since 2003, so I can just run it down, bam, bam, bam. I also offer coaching calls, so get yourself educated on more than learning one niche in real estate. Get yourself educated on creating money, and you create this money with side hustles. So that brings me to my next side hustle in real estate, being a handyman. Yes, you don't need a lot of skills. Find something. Here, one of the things you can do is you can classify yourself as a handyman, basically being an installer. I mean, if you know how to install lights, you know how to install new locks. I mean, if you know how to install the basics, a GFI, I mean, little things like that. I mean, you can really start creating some money, because investors always need handymen. I think you always need handymen. So if you are an investor already and you're looking to add a side hustle, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're not an investor and you're just trying to add side hustles in the real estate industry, also look at painter. They fall up under that same line with the handyman. Be a painter. Be a painter. You say, Rena MoMoney, there's a lot of painters. Every time I look around, there's a sale, there's a discount for painters. Here's one that you may not have thought about that falls up under being a painter. You can paint address numbers on curbs. There's actually a kit that you can get with the little stencil kit that you can buy, and you can paint the address on the curbs. You say, Rena MoMoney, well, how do I start that? How do I make that a side hustle? Get your behind out there and knock on doors. Go in a good community neighborhood and tell them about how that's gonna look, how uniform. People can find your address, and you're gonna paint that and use that and use the kit that you can order for little or nothing. You can also do window washing. You know, in that same neighborhood, your window washing and your paint can be a combo deal. Put it on a flyer, window washing and paint. That's a good one there. Do that. I'm telling you, you will create a six-figure business with the tiniest, smallest thing and be on your way. Those are some great tips on if you don't have a license, if you're not a contractor. Some of these things will take tools, but I mean, that's okay. Pick what doesn't. If you only have a drill and a hammer and a nail set, or you only have a pressure washer, or you just got the money to go get a $300 pressure washer, then go do that. You're going to need to spend a little money. But guess what? A lot of these side hustles can make you six figures. I told you this video was going to be jam-packed. I actually have a lot more for you. I mean, there's a lot more. We could talk for days about all the other areas of real estate to make this money. But I don't know if you want this to be a part 1 and a part 2 and a part 3, because I have so many. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you would like to hear more. I would be happy to come on here and do another part 2 on this video. I said I was going to keep this short and sweet, and I want to do just that. Make sure you come back. I'll come on here every week. Make sure you subscribe, buy a package if you need to. Get involved, dive into this thing. Do some side hustles to create some money if that's where you're at. I don't know where you are. Only you know where you are. Be honest with yourself and be persistent. So I hope this video was helpful. Hope to see you next week. Thank you, and you take care.